Notice something weird about time right now. Like, nothing changes but the date.
It's all lies. All of it. I mean, one day you're on TV, when you've never been on TV before, and then the next day you open up the newspaper and you read that you are unqualified, incompetent, a hatchet lady? Of course, no one says it to your face. You know, it's all just anonymous. Well, now I'm staying anonymous. You know, there were plenty of MDs at the county health department. Plenty. Experts. Why didn't they talk about the virus, huh? Why me on TV? Ask yourself that. No, I never even planned to work in healthcare. I did taxes at H&R Block. 20 years at the bottlenose office. You know, doing people's taxes isn't about the refunds or the paperwork or the forms. It's just, clients just want to know that they're going to be okay, that they haven't done anything wrong. Everything's going to be fine. After 20 years of it, I just thought it was finally maybe my time to just change things up. So when the job at the hospital came up, I went for it and I got it. And you know what? I was good. I was really good. I was making my numbers, got people skills. Everybody noticed. Bonnie gets results. People pay up. Being good at it's a game, right? Like, I can't come to your house and make you sick again, but I can make you nervous. I can frighten you. Lawyers, collections, these words have buzz. They're words that sort you into groups, you know, that ones that you can kind of push. Ones that you won't think about a payment plan without a nasty letter, you know, things like that. Sorting saves time, creates efficiencies. You know, I did so well at the hospital that the county health department actually headhunted me. Yeah, they did. They did. They wanted me because they had to make cuts. Big cuts, little cuts, all sorts of cuts. And they knew that I could help. First, Governor Scott wanted cuts. Then DeSantis came in and he wanted more cuts. No illusions at all. No more with less, just less. Less classes on taking care of kids, less mosquito spraying, less trackers for STDs, less money to get specimens to the state labs. Yeah. We cut per capita spending in half. Well, almost. But close enough. And you know what? Nobody noticed. Well, the bosses did. I mean, then they said, good job. But you see, I always made it work. And maybe my being good freed up their imaginations or something, because sometimes I would think that they would suggest a cut just to see if I could get it done. So I got a raise, a big one, and a big promotion. Deputy Chief of Staff. Now, you see, I was the first Deputy Chief of Staff who wasn't an MD, but they told me that if I took night classes that, you know, everybody would forget about that and stop caring. And I was going to. I signed up for a class in January. Well, you know what happened. Well, you know, near the end of January, that's when it all started. Doctors emailing each other, calling Tallahassee. They copied me on all of it. I asked them why, right? Well, you're the Deputy Chief of Staff, they said. It was all endless alphabet soup, PPP, TLC. And if you think TLC is tender loving care, it's actually targeted limited containment. And NPIs for days. All I knew is that nobody wanted to do those. And so finally I had to ask. I was like, what are these? The doctors laughed at me. Laughed. Non-pharmaceutical interventions, Bonnie. And what does that mean? Why were they bad? Because it means you close everything. Bars, restaurants, shops, parks, beaches. It means quarantine. You know, for me, the worst thing was that we needed more money. Right away. Cutting money's easy, but let me tell you something. You try finding it. Especially when everybody wants it and there isn't any. Our lives were nothing but this virus. For a month. Maybe even more. It was our big secret, some horrible thing that only we were worried about. Everybody else shopped, went to work, sang in church, shared ice cream cones. You know, we still weren't even ready by the time the reporters found out. But it took them long enough, right? We sent them to the main website, told them to call Tallahassee. It gave them nothing. But people around here, they got wise quick. By the end of February, people around here had bought so many masks that the hospitals and the nursing homes were calling us to find the basic stuff. I mean, doctors and dentists were calling me nonstop. That phone was glued to my ear. The sour cherry on top of the shit Sunday was that we got the second case in the whole state. Yeah. Some old man. No luck but bad luck, I swear. So it was all hands on deck at 5 a.m. Somebody had to go on TV. Everybody looked at me. But they kept saying, we need you. You'll be great. The cameras were there at 7 a.m. And they gave me note cards that said, no questions. Just as the sun was coming up. No worries for now, no worries. One case, only one. Learn as we go. We're gonna learn as we go here. Be cautious. Sorry. No questions, no questions. Smiling. They kept the cameras on even when I wouldn't answer the questions and made me look bad. Even when they turned the cameras off, they were still asking questions. You know, say something dumb to a camera and it's amazing how many times they can play it. On the TV, on the radio, morning, noon, and night, you cannot escape your own voice. And when you finally fall asleep, you wake up the next day and you see yourself on the front page. Listen, I didn't blow the whistle, okay? No, I did not snitch. Not like that girl with the data. They dumped her garbage in the street. For everyone to see. Oh, no. You keep your garbage in the can and you wait for that truck to pick it up and take it away. I knew there was severance and I knew I'd be okay. And I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, even when people know the right thing to do, they usually can't do it. Or can't do it on their own. People always eat the extra potato chip, right? Every time. So someone needs to set an example. At the very top. Say no. Be brave. Show us. Oh, but that's not me. Above my pay grade. Obviously. But it should be someone.